Welcome to Cincinnati and welcome to Monday Night Raw. We are going to go ahead and open up with a brand new World Heavyweight Champion Sami Zayn ahead of his match against Gunther at Saturday night's main event where he puts his title on the line for the first time. Sami Zayn has something to say. Let's go ahead and hear him out. Look, Gunther, going to go ahead and make this short and simple. When versing Jay for the title, I put him on the shelf. So now against you, I'm going to make you one promise. You will be put on the shelf. And Sami Zayn with a nice little promise to Gunther, letting him know that he plans on not only beating Gunther and retaining his championship, but absolutely destroying him the same way he did to Jey Uso and putting him on the shelf. That's to come at Saturday night's main event. However, look who we have here. Breaking news, Nia Jax is now part of the Monday Night Raw roster. Going over to SmackDown is going to go and beat Drew McIntyre. Big shocker. However, both GMs wanted the other superstar, with Adam Pearce wanting Nia Jax to boost up the women's division. Vice versa, Nick Aldis wanted Drew McIntyre for the men's division. They were both happy training one another. Just like that, it's confirmed. Drew McIntyre is now part of the SmackDown roster. Nia Jax is part of the Monday Night Raw roster. And here tonight, she does not have an easy task ahead of her. First and foremost, early her first day at work here on Monday Night Raw, she's already going to get put in the ring. She just finished a deadly match over on SmackDown against Jade Cargill. And now here tonight, she has to open up against Io Sky, former Women's World Champion. That is going to be a difficult task. However, Nia Jax, well, she isn't one to back down from a challenge. She is surely going to go at this match like she is at peak condition, at fresh condition. So first and foremost, welcome to Monday Night Raw, Nia Jax. Welcome to SmackDown, Drew McIntyre. I hope the best for both of them, and I hope that this switch of scenery benefits both of the superstars, Drew McIntyre and Nia Jax. And it's going to be interesting seeing both Nia and Drew face off against I'm going to say necessarily new opponents, because they've faced a lot of these opponents before. However, it is a fresh environment that they haven't been in a while, so it'll surely be something interesting. So hopefully this Friday we are able to see from Drew McIntyre over on SmackDown. But again, not sure what the plans will be for Nick Aldis with Drew. Maybe he does save him up for a little bit before allowing him to make this debut of sorts over on SmackDown. Now, we have a very packed night here tonight. I mean, we have 3 matches later tonight, which could all easily be main eventers for not just PLEs, but just, this Monday Night Raw in general. As we have Ron Breakker and Bronson Reed in a tag team match against the Authors of Pain. We have Rhea Ripley facing off against Asuka. And then, in the true main event, Dirty Dominic Mysterio faces off against Finn Balor, specifically Demon Finn Balor. After betraying Dominic Mysterio, after all the attacks, after all the shenanigans, after getting rid of Carlito, finally, Dom has been cleared. And before I forget, after losing the Intercontinental Championship for Dom, basically handing it to Penta, and then in the rematch, allowing Penta to easily win, well, finally, Dom has been cleared, and we'll be having that match later tonight. However, we continue focusing on this match, which at the moment is all in the favor of Nia Jax. She has been absolutely annihilating Io Sky. Nia Jax truly wants a fresh start here on Monday Night Raw, forgetting about all the losses over on SmackDown against the likes of Jade Cargill, against Tiffany Stratton. She wants a fresh start, and what a way to get a fresh start, by beating someone like Io Sky and doing it in such a dominant fashion. While yes, right now Io Sky is fighting back for this, however long this match has been, it has been all Nia Jax. And Io Sky picking up Nia Jax, putting her sitting down over the top rope. Some strength right there. And now Io Sky may be looking to do something crazy right here. Hold on. Just when we thought Nia Jax had full control, Io Sky trying to gain that back, slamming down Nia Jax. And hold on. Let's not count out Io Sky out just yet. A lot of times she's viewed as the underdog, but she is showing exactly why she isn't. She is the favorite in this match. She wants to show us that just because she lost her championship to Alexa Bliss does not mean that she has somehow magically became a bad superstar. Those losses to Rhea Ripley does not make her a bad superstar. Nia Jax still able to escape out of that submission hold, though, unfortunately for Io Sky. And now Io Sky may be met by some power from Nia Jax, who screams in her face, letting her trying to show some dominance. Io Sky quickly smacking the living crap out of her. Now Io Sky trying to fly, but and slammed down by Nia Jax. Now looking for the pinfall one. Kick out at one, and look at the frustration from Nia Jax. She thought she had the match won right there. Unfortunately, not able to get it done, but maybe with this move, she may be able to get a nice little finish. Rolls up Io Sky. 1, 2. Hold on, are the feet on the rope? Her feet were on the rope. Nevertheless, referee didn't see that. Thank goodness Io Sky kicked out right there, because I do believe her feet, both of them, were touching the rope. Referee's going to have to wake up. This is a very important match. Just because it's the opener doesn't mean, it's any lesser of a match compared to the main event. Opening, you could say, is a lot more important than the main event. So the referee's going to have to wake up. Another big slam by Nia Jax. She isn't finished. Climbing the top rope, making a big, huge splash. And this may be enough to put Io Sky away, but no. Nia Jax wants to do one more piece of damage. One last slam, the third of the night. And is this enough to put Io Sky away? 2. No, Io Sky, somehow, some way, even after 3 slam downs by Nia Jax, is still able to get up. And not even just get up, she is able to fight back. How has Io Sky done this? And out of nowhere, Nia Jax is getting pinned. Can she be being not yet? Is Io Sky able to kick, as Nia Jax able to kick out at 2. Io Sky now looking to get back into control with a submission hold, trying to make Nia Jax tap out. Nia Jax is fighting back. However, Io has a very nice hold of the submission right here, cutting any air passage for Nia Jax, and somehow she is still able to escape. Nia Jax, Io Sky truly going at it. No title on the line, no number 1 contenders match, no main event. This is a regular opening match here on Monday Night Raw, just to show the talents we have here and just to show the skills of these women. As now Nia Jax, what are you looking to do? Looking to penetrate and absolutely destroy the body of Io Sky, who gets up instantly, sending Nia Jax into the turnbuckle. Now Io Sky, what the heck are you made out of? How did she instantly get up from that huge slam? I don't know, but now she has the opportunity to put this match away. She wants to fly, and she splashes onto Nia Jax, now looking for the pinfall. 1, 2. Oh, but a kick out at 2. Nia Jax, with about 0.1 seconds left, lifts up her right shoulder, and this match continues. Io Sky had the victory. All she needed was 0.1 more seconds. However, that 0.1 was enough for Nia Jax to get up, now pinning Io Sky, looking to put this match away. And no, Io Sky would have been out right there. Nia Jax shakes her head no. She could have won the match right there. I mean, you're about to lose, and now you're about to win, and you decide to get up and not... What? I mean, I understand wanting to beat up your opponent, but when the match is this close, you're really going to do this? And once again, Nia Jax is just playing with her food, taunting her opponent, now allowing Io Sky to get up. Nia Jax is still in control, but she could have won the match twice already. Io Sky sent into the referee. Now on an attack from Io Sky. I mean, this is what you get when you play with your food. Io Sky may be able to make a comeback. Maybe not. It's Nia Jax shaking her head no. Picking up and slamming down. Io Sky looking for the pinfall now. Is she going to get up? And oh, this time we see the frustration. Io Sky does kick out. This time Nia Jax did want to win. Well, unfortunately, it's not about when you want to win. It just happens when it happens. But the frustration building up from Nia Jax allows her to slam down Io Sky once again. And this may be it. There it is. Nia Jax with the victory. She could have won a while ago, but trying to really destroy Io Sky here tonight. She defeats Io Sky as she makes a debut of sorts here on Monday Night Raw. Welcome, Nia Jax. What a big victory for her. Is next up, we have Roxanne Perez. She has something to say. Let's go ahead and hear her out.
Jada Parker, I'm here to announce me and you, no holds barred, at Saturday night's main event. Not only to put an end to this rivalry, but also to let you know that the loser goes back down to NXT. And Roxanne Perez announcing a match for Saturday night's main event where the loser between her and Jada Parker will head back down to NXT. That is a lot at stake because when you're down at NXT, yes, you're chasing those championships, those checks, but the main goal is to one day be called up to the main roster. And both women, well, more Roxanne was called up to the main roster and Jada was kind of snuck her way in, but nevertheless, both women, main roster superstars. And now one is going to be set back down. Not necessarily resetting from zero, but it's still like a push back. We'll see how that goes as we are now going to go ahead and move into our next match. We have Laredo Kid, the AAA Cruiserweight Champion, facing off against someone who definitely isn't a Cruiserweight, Braun Strowman. I mean, we saw this a lot. 619 right there. Oh, quick 619. Maybe putting this match away quickly. Hold on. Laredo Kid. I was about to say, we saw this a lot with the likes of Rey Mysterio facing people like Mark Henry, Big Show, Great Khali, Kane, Undertaker, etc. So we know it is possible for the little man to win, thanks to Rey Mysterio, who did so much in order to show Lucha Libre can truly come out on top. However, Laredo Kid isn't Rey Mysterio. As much as he is a champion over in AAA, he's still not Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is the greatest luchador of all time. No one, in my opinion, truly comes close. So Laredo Kid has a very big, steep mountain to climb. It's going to be difficult because the one big SOB standing right in front of him, the unmovable object, somehow still able to counter reverse DDT. Let's not count out Laredo Kid as well, though. He is a champion for a reason. I'm just saying, it's going to be very difficult when it comes to the, the sizes of either superstar. But anyhow, we've been setting lots of matches up for Saturday night's main event. That will be coming very shortly. I wish I could say the date, but I do not remember off the top of my head, so I do not want to end up lying. It possibly could be this weekend or the next. I truly don't know off the top of my head, so I'm not going to go ahead and announce a specific date, but just know that it is coming. As far as I remember, because I've been filming these videos very separately. As far as I remember, we have Sami Zayn versus Gunther, World Heavyweight Championship. We have John Cena versus Uncle Howdy for the WWE Championship. And we have Jada Parker versus Roxanne Perez. No championship. A loser goes down to NXT. But I believe that's only 3. We definitely have, space for more. And I think we need some more titles on the line. As Bronson Reed was trying to do some big damage right there. Unfortunately for him, Laredo Kid able to counter. Laredo Kid has been one hell of a workhorse. I mean, now he's working here at WWE. He's a champion over AAA. He's had his matches over at TNA. Man is all over the place, and wouldn't be surprised if we also see him down at NXT. This man literally can pair up with anyone and create an instant classic. However, here tonight he is struggling just a little bit against Braun Strowman. And I say that not because he's being completely, annihilated or demolished, but I have seen another one of Laredo Kid's matches over on YouTube, and, well, it looked a lot more confident, a lot better, but hold on, Laredo Kid! What the heck? What strength this man has! Holy guacamole! Oh my days, Laredo Kid, you're gonna get a hernia or whatever they call them. Picking up Braun Strowman like he's a baby. What the absolute heck? And Braun Strowman could be looking to use his steel steps. Would end up in a disqualification, excuse me. Oh my days, a big slam straight onto the floor. We saw Nia Jax hit Io Sky with like 4 of those, so that surely knocked the air out and maybe broke a couple bones on Laredo Kid. And I do understand a little bit Braun Strowman trying to use the steel steps right there. Frustrating. You have a little man like that pick you up like a baby. It's embarrassing. So surely there's some now new anger found in Braun Strowman. He just wanted to win the match at the beginning of this, just to not take the loss against a AAA superstar. But now that he's gotten picked up by someone of the size of Laredo Kid like that, surely he's fuming inside, and he's going to want to just absolutely shut him down. However, Laredo Kid, he could have won the match right there. Rope break called by the referee. Again, not sure if I agree right there. A lot of these referees call rope break just because they're near the ropes, but you got to make sure that they actually are touching the ropes. This time, Laredo Kid not able to pick up Braun Strowman. Instead, Braun Strowman able to counter now. Things may be switching against Laredo Kid as Braun Strowman may be able to put this match away. This could be dangerous for Laredo Kid. Is this going to be it for Laredo Kid? The AAA Cruiserweight Champion. No, a kick out at 2. However, Braun Strowman, if he was already a strong, angry man, he definitely is even more now. Thanks to that. I mean, again, it's an embarrassing act as a big man to be picked up that easily. Maybe if it was someone like John Cena who could carry probably Mark Henry, Big Show, Braun Strowman all at the same time, but someone like a Laredo Kid of that size, that's going to be slightly embarrassing. But anyhow, we have some back and forth action now between these two guys. So now Braun Strowman hits back. Laredo Kid hits back. Braun Strowman trying, Laredo Kid able to block it, doubling up right there. Braun Strowman returning the favor now by blocking Laredo Kid. Laredo Kid now blocks him. Braun Strowman blocks him. And these guys are just going at it back and forth. Who's going to be the last man standing on this? It is going to be Laredo Kid. Oh my days. Showing why he is champion. Showing why he has been chosen to show the WWE roster what AAA has to offer. Nobody home. If he hit that, surely that would have been the end of the match. Unfortunately, now he is in a very bad position where Braun Strowman may be able to win the match. He wants to look for one final pickup and slam down. Braun Strowman looking for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Laredo Kid fought hard. Maybe against someone his own size, he could have easily won, but tonight, the anger, the beast, the SOB comes out on top. Braun Strowman with the victory, and I would say if he would win, he would get a Cruiserweight Championship opportunity, but he's not Cruiserweight, so definitely not, but still a good look for Braun Strowman as we now have Sheamus. He has something to say. Let's go ahead and hear him out. Little short message. This goes to my friend Rusev. Look, you need to quit attacking all these people
If you want purpose, I'll give you purpose. Me and you could be a tag team. And if you don't want to, then I guess I'll come for your ass. And oh, Sheamus with some aggression, letting him know if he doesn't back off from attacking people, Sheamus is going to go after him. However, there is an opportunity right there. Sheamus said, you know, you're trying to give all these people a place to go to, you know, for them to reach their full potential. You want some of that? You got some right here. A tag team opportunity. Imagine the team of Sheamus and Rusev reuniting. It wouldn't be the League of Nations, but it would still be, what, one half of it? That would still, be a very good tag team, even at their ripe age. I guess we'll have to wait to see what Rusev ends up responding with, as now we have some tag team action. We have the New Catch Republic against the Lost Souls. It is going to go ahead and be Eric Rowan and Pete Dunne who begin this match for us. Shinsuke Nakamura has recently aligned himself with Eric Rowan, I guess part of the Wyatt Six. I don't know what that means. He is part of the Wyatt Six, but he has been teaming with Eric Rowan, who's part of the Wyatt Six. Shinsuke Nakamura obeyed Uncle Howdy by teaming up with Eric. It's a long story. If you guys watched it, good. You guys understand it. If not, well. Point being, Shinsuke Nakamura, I would consider him part of this Wyatt family, even if it's not by blood. You know, you had Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, even Braun Strowman, the Black Sheep ones. Maybe, just maybe, Uncle Howdy looks back to bring back his family together, since he wants to take care so much about what his brother left behind. That beautiful, beautiful message that he left us over on SmackDown, targeted towards John Cena, but touched the heart of me and everyone of the WWE Universe. So maybe he brings back the likes of Alexa Bliss, of Braun Strowman, and reunites the full family in order to help Bray Wyatt and his legacy thrive here within the WWE. That would be beautiful. And we've already added Shinsuke Nakamura to the family, so I think this is a growing, not even faction, it truly is a family where they're not here to dominate in the sense of titles, like, you know, the bloodline. It's truly just a family that is here to carry on the legacy of Bray Wyatt. It's about wrestling. It's about promos. It's about winning, losing championships as well, but it's just about wrestling in general. It's not about nothing specific. It's about keeping the identity of wrestling. I think that is beautiful if that ever does happen. As now we have Pete Dunne. Oh, tagged in. I thought he was about to smack up Eric Rowan. However, Eric Rowan a little too fast, at least in that move. Too fast for Pete Dunne this time. Multiple smacks by Pete Dunne this time, countered by Eric Rowan. Big man. Oh, and he sends Pete Dunne flying. That is the advantage. I mean, you have Shinsuke Nakamura, who can have that big man style over from Japan. Then you got Eric Rowan, who truly is a ginormous man who can just slam you down. I mean, so much versatility between the two. Specifically, Shinsuke Nakamura, you can quickly, you know, switch him up, and I wouldn't say necessarily a high flyer, but someone that can definitely be acrobatic and make certain jumps. And then you have a big man, or you can turn both Shinsuke and Eric Rowan as a big man. Lots of versatility between that tag team of the Lost Souls, and not so lost. Whoa, I can't even talk. Eric Rowan freaking just annihilated the head and body of Pete Dunne. Not the Lost Souls no more. They've kind of found themselves, but they still go by that name. Oh my days, brother. Holy, lots of stuttering. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on. I think I need some sleep. Stop sleeping at 4 in the morning, waking up at 6. So I gotta wake up at 6, I wake up at 1. Shinsuke Nakamura now tagged in, gonna go ahead and look for the pinfall. Pete Dunne is very weak. I don't think he'll be able to kick out at this, and it is true. The Lost Souls with a quick victory. Pete Dunne was just annihilated by Eric Rowan, and it was only Tyler Bate who was able to kind of interfere and allow the match to continue, but Shinsuke got the job done, and just like that, the Lost Souls with another victory. Congratulations to both of them. Those who are not as scary as Nikki Cross. I'm still... Uh-oh. Wesley from NXT is here. He has something to say. What a surprise. Let's go ahead and hear him out. Yo, I'm just here to announce real quick. Me against Chad Gable next week. Speed Championship on the line since he never wants to defend that. So Chad Gable, best know I will be taking that title off of your shoulders. And Wesley coming from NXT to announce that next week he and Chad Gable will go one-on-one for the Speed Championship. I think that's great because Chad Gable hasn't done much with that. So good to know. We have Liv Morgan up next. Let's go ahead and hear her out.
The women's only PLE Evolution is coming very soon. And while me and Raquel want an opponent for that PLE, there really isn't someone that can even come near us. So we are calling any retired superstars, AEW, TNA, to come and face.
Nikki Bella interrupting. Let's hear her.
Look, Liv, if you want a tag team to face, me and my sister are right here. Sure, you've beaten the tag teams over from NXT, from SmackDown here on Raw, but you've never faced some twins like me or my sister, so how about you give us the match? Fine, let's do it.
Look at that. Brie Bella against, or Brie and Nikki Bella against the Judgment Day. We'll talk about that right now as we look at something that happened earlier in the show. Grayson Waller attacking Austin Theory. And now here tonight, it is going to be Dragon Lee versus Austin Theory. So we'll see how that attack on him earlier today will impact this match. However, let's talk about what we just heard. First and foremost, Wesley versus Chad Gable, Speed Championship. Love it. Chad hasn't done much with the title. Not here on Raw, not anywhere. Love it. Wesley can do a lot more, especially down at NXT. Then we hear from Liv ranting about how there's no tag team who can truly even face them, who even comes close to them. Nikki Bella comes back, shocking return, and announces, me and my sister would be happy to face off against you at Evolution. And it looks like that is going to be set. Evolution is about 2 weeks away, if I'm correct. Again, I got to have a schedule out here because I do not remember to save my life, honestly. I believe Saturday night's main event is this weekend. Following weekend is Bash in Berlin and Evolution. Don't quote me on that, though, because I'm not sure. And then right after that, we saw a little clip of what happened earlier today before the show started. Austin Theory getting attacked by Grayson Waller. I mean, that story's been long. Austin Theory, masked man. He attacked Grayson Waller. Basically listened to Rusev's advice and said, you know what, I have a lot more potential. Came back. He's been working with Randy Orton now. It seems to me as though it's not in the sense of tag team or division type of way where Seth is, this big bad boss who's telling him what to do. It's more of just Randy and him are training. Grayson Waller was like, whoa, your victory over me was a cheat. Let me get another one. Austin Theory said, nah, I got better things to do. So, Grayson Waller said, all right, bet. I'm going to attack you. I'm going to cost you your match. At least try to. We'll see if Austin Theory can come back from this, because at the moment it looks like he won't. Dragon Lee doing phenomenal. So, we'll see how Austin Theory responds later. Talking about Dragon Lee, this man has been in phenomenal form, tearing apart American Made. They are no longer a faction. Every single one of them has now gone their separate ways. Sure, they can still say, oh, let's go American Made, but coming out together, working together, none of that. No thank you. That's all thanks to Dragon Lee. His mentor, Rey Mysterio, was sent over to SmackDown. Maybe for better, as now he's a WWE Tag Team Champion with Rey Fenix, who's not necessarily a LWO member, but a honorary, just to be a tag team partner with Mr. Rey Mysterio. But either way, we had Dragon Lee who's pissed off about that. He said, I bet I'm going to send my mentor over to SmackDown. How about let's get rid of American Made as a whole? Able to do that. And he's been on fire ever since. So, we'll see what comes up for Dragon Lee, as I honestly expect him definitely be on Saturday Night's Carnage, that PLE, where AAA superstars and WWE superstars will fully collide with titles on the line. I do expect Dragon Lee to be on there. But that's just, I expect. We'll have to see. He has to keep earning his spot. And by the looks of it, he will surely be able to do that as Austin Theory, who has not been able to do a single bit of damage to Dragon Lee, has just been put away. Beat up too much, already taking a huge toll on his body before the show even started, thanks to Grayson Waller practically costing him the match, because yes, your Dragon Lee is still on fire. It would have still been a challenging match, but Austin Theory wasn't even able to fight back because he was just simply unable to do so. But now, we move on forward. Congratulations to Dragon Lee. Let's go ahead and hear from Alexa Bliss.
I am proud to announce that for Evolution, I need an opponent. Therefore, next week I will set a #1 contenders match where the winner will face me at Evolution for my championship. Good luck, girls.
And Alexa Bliss announcing that next week is even more packed than we already thought, as there will be a #1 contenders match for the Women's World Championship, where the winner of this match will face Alexa Bliss at Evolution. Women's only PLE. That's to come next week. We also had Chad Gable versus Wesley next week. Breaking news. I wasn't going to announce it till next week, but Flex team are also going to defend their championships against the War Raiders next week, so it is going to be an absolutely stacked week, or stacked Monday Night Raw next week. Lots to come, and if you think today was stacked, next week's only going to keep getting better and better, and so on and so forth. However, we now focus on this next match. We have Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, the Re-Evolution, accompanied by Paul Heyman, facing off against the Authors of Pain, Razor and Akam. Let's see who comes out on top. As we did see both Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed in some tag team action at SummerSlam. Unfortunately for them, facing off against CM Punk, Roman Reigns, even when it comes as a tag team, is not easy. And unfortunately for them and the Re-Evolution, they ended up losing that match. So maybe they're looking to kind of pick off from there, just show that they still have some dominance. I'm not sure at this point what the Re-Evolution's plans are. It seems as though they switch plans every other week. But hey, I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to commentate. So at the moment, Braun Breaker is tearing the house apart, absolutely breaking down Razor. Paul Heyman removing the padding off of the turnbuckle. Thank goodness. Referee instantly saw slammed down by Braun Breaker, looking for the pinfall. Referee distracted. I think Braun Breaker quickly realized, gives him a warning instead of you're lucky the ref wasn't looking. As if not, that could have been bad. Essentially, end of the match. Maybe not. Maybe too early. It's tag made now to Bronson Reed. Trying to drop some bombs, doing a lot more damage to himself than he ended up doing to his opponents, as he is now dropped down. And still to come later tonight, we have Rhea Ripley against Asuka. And then we have, in the main event, Dirty Dominic Mysterio against the Demon Finn Balor. Both Rhea and Asuka didn't have the best of weekends over at SummerSlam. Not this last weekend, but the one before that. Difficult for them, but hey, it happens. You have good weekends, you have bad. Both Rhea and Asuka left with no titles as Braun Breaker is looking for the pinfall right there. Fortunately for him, his pinfall was broken. Now Akam being attacked. That's what you get for breaking up a pinfall. Is now Braun Breaker gonna look to fly, big splash onto Akam. Now both Razor and Akam have taken lots of damage, and now it looks like, Bronson Reed fighting back before Razor can even do anything. Now Akam is completely beat up, and he hasn't even been tagged in yet. Now tag made to Bronson Reed. This man with a huge double axe handle to the hand of Razor. Now some big fist
Razor able to stop the last one right there. Now maybe able to get on the attack. Unfortunately for him, big headbutts by Bronson Reed, who stays on the attack. Now looking to put an end to this match. Can he get it done nice and quickly? Big slam. He is not yet finished. He wants to put the cherry on top. However, we do see Akam right there, who can probably break up the counts nice and quickly. Bronson Reed may need to attack. Oh no, he's instead going to look for a tag. Okay, maybe there's some chemistry. There's some IQ building from the Re-Evolution, specifically with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. As a metal bat has just been sent in by Bronson Reed, maybe distracting the ref, as Braun Breaker is going to go ahead and look for the spear to Razor, splitting him in two. And now Bronson Reed is going to go ahead and attack Akam, not allowing him to break the count. Another spear. Referee fixes the turnbuckles. He is finished. And just in time to count for the pinfall, just like that, the Re-Evolution have gotten the victory. Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed standing tall as a big victory for the Re-Evolution, trying to get some confidence back after SummerSlam. Their loss wasn't a bad loss because you were facing the best of the best. Congrats to Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, the Re-Evolution as a whole, as we now have Mr. Whoop That Trick Williams. Let's go ahead and hear him out. I wanted to come out here and see if I could earn myself a match for Saturday night's main event. So, Benta, I want to call you out. I want to see if you're willing to put your championship on the line against me at Saturday night's main events. Now, I know I just got here. Maybe I don't deserve it, but I can prove it to you. I promise. And Benta is here, ready to answer. Let's go ahead and hear him out. Mira. Look, Trick. You want a championship match? I'll give it to you. Do I necessarily think you deserve it? Maybe not. But hey, I want to be on Saturday night's main event as well, so you rub my back, I rub yours. I beat the crap out of you while we're at it. So you want a championship match for Saturday night's main events? I'm good for that. How about we do it in a steel cage? What do you say? You know what? Let's do it. And look at that. Trick Williams versus Benta. IC Championship on the line. However, Benta trying to up the stakes by having the match be done in a steel cage. So now we have Roxanne versus Jada Parker. Loser goes down to NXT, and it is a no-holds-barred match. Benta versus Trick in a steel cage match. Uncle Howdy versus John Cena WWE Championship. Sami Zayn versus Gunther World Heavyweight Championship. Stacked Saturday night's main event, and we still have Friday Night SmackDown. Something else could pop up and be part of the card. And heck, even tonight, we still have time. That would be very interesting. However, it's now time for the co-main event of the night. We have Asuka versus Rhea Ripley. As I stated before, both women had not the best SummerSlam. Both women chasing gold and unsuccessful in doing so multiple times. Rhea Ripley couldn't even become Queen of the Ring. Instead, it was Alexa Bliss. On the other hand, we have Asuka. Failed to become Women's Tag Team Champion. Failed to become Women's Intercontinental Champion. Sure, her ways of losing the match weren't, because she was, to say the worst superstar or a bad superstar. But, when you look back at the data, when you look back at the match, you're going to look at who won, who lost. Asuka lost. Becky cheated. Sure, attacked it before the match started. Yes. But when you look back at it, there's not much you can do. Simply looks like Asuka lost, and she lost another opportunity at Goldust. Rhea Ripley looking to fly. Asuka, I don't even think she noticed, moved out of the way just enough to miss the landing, for her to not be hit by Rhea Ripley. Big damage done to herself by Rhea Ripley, now allowing Asuka to potentially get on the attack. Rhea Ripley quickly countering, so both women in search for gold still. Here tonight, they look to get a victory over one another to continue, building a resume that allows them to get another title opportunity. But hey, Rhea Ripley, there is a #1 contenders match next week. Alexa Bliss didn't say who's in it, but hey, could be you. Never know. So don't trip, chocolate chip. There's still opportunities. Same goes for Asuka. She's been searching the IC title. She's been searching the Women's Tag Team Championship. Maybe what she needed was to search for the World Championship. Just maybe, as Rhea Ripley showing off a little bit right there. I mean, when you're that good as Rhea Ripley, I feel like you earned the opportunity. Oh my gosh, big slap to the face of Asuka. You've earned the opportunity to show off just a little bit as Asuka and Rhea Ripley now with some back and forth action. Rhea Ripley coming out on top for now. Asuka trying to return the favor. Another one from Rhea Ripley. And there it is. Asuka is knocked down. And now Rhea Ripley may be able to put this match to end. She could give Asuka yet another defeat as Rhea Ripley slams down. Asuka now looking for the pinfall. Is this enough to put her away? 1, 2. Kick out at 2 from Asuka, who is still in this match. Not yet finished. Good look from Asuka. Taking lots of damage. Still able to stay within the match. And right now, still fighting back. Maybe not for long, as instantly goes back to Rhea Ripley being in control. Rhea Ripley may be able to put this match away. A little bit more cockiness from Rhea Ripley right there, who is now potentially going to look to put this match away. Maybe not yet. Slamming down Asuka right there, and now there it is. That's the stance. This could all very well be over. Oh no, Rhea Ripley. Seen a lot of this lately. Superstars playing with their food. Maybe it's just me personally thinking that the match could end a little earlier. Maybe that's just on me wanting to go home earlier. I have 17 wives, 17 kids, so sorry, I don't like my job. All jokes, of course, is Asuka now able to be on the attack. Big kick to Rhea Ripley right there. Able to do some big damage onto the back of Rhea Ripley. Now stomping the head of Rhea Ripley. Now going to go ahead and look for the pinfall. 1. Kick out at 1 from Rhea. Still to come later tonight in the main event. It will be Dirty Dominic Mysterio facing off against Demon Finn Balor. The match I've been waiting for weeks. At first I thought Dominic was just coming up with excuses of, I'm out, I'm injured, blah, 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 blah. Carlito went in. Now he ain't even in the WWE. He had to retire, actually, because no one wanted him. All due respect. JD McDonough got beat the F up. Finn did not care how long he's known JD. Hasn't cared about anything. I mean, Finn got JD into wrestling, into the WWE, thanks to Finn's little training promotion, whatever you want to call it, over back at JD McDonough's home. He did not care. So now, this match has been building up for weeks. Point is, I'm excited. That's why I kind of do hope this match ends a little quicker, because I'm ready to see Dirty Dominic Mysterio against Demon Finn Balor. However, my girl over here, Rhea Ripley, just wants to take her sweet time, but maybe she can put an end to this now. She's going to go ahead and look for the submission hold over Asuka. Can she make Asuka tap right here? Can Rhea Ripley go ahead and get the victory? No, not yet. Is Asuka able to escape right there? Double kick from Asuka misses. Now a pinfall. Roll up. Rhea Ripley able to quickly kick out right there. Asuka somehow still in this match, and now she is smacked down. A quick little, playing possum right there from Rhea Ripley. And, Asuka is in pain. Fortunately for her, she's still able to get up quickly. Probably won't have to worry about the ref's count. I think Rhea Ripley was potentially looking to fly right there, but she missed at the beginning of the match. If I was her, I wouldn't even risk it either. So now referee telling Asuka to hurry the hell up. Asuka just trying to catch her breath, trying to take every moment she can before getting back inside of the ring. She now finally does. Quickly met by some big fists from Rhea Ripley. I mean, look at the stomach of Asuka. She has taken a whole lot of damage. No wonder she wanted to take her sweet time, because now she's going to be met by a riptide.
And that might have been her mistake going back into the match, because just like that, Rhea Ripley has gotten the victory over Asuka, showing just because she's losing these championship matches does not mean that she isn't one of the best superstars within the whole women's division here in the WWE. Now next up we have Lyra Valkyrie. She has something she wants to say. Let's go ahead and hear her out.
For Evolution, Becky, I want to go ahead and face you for that Women's Intercontinental Championship. This time I will defeat you. This time I'll take my title back. So please accept, because I want to face you in a no-holds-barred match at Evolution.
Someone else has something else to say. Let's hear Bayley out.
Whoa. If there's anyone who deserves a title match, that is me. Sure, I've seen you gotten some wins, but so have I. So what makes you so special? Instead of coming out here and just calling your shots, how about me and you have a number one contenders match next week? Alright, let's do it, Bayley.
And another stacked match for next week. Bayley against Lyra. Number one contenders match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Okay. We got that. Then, we got Alexa Bliss's number one contenders match. We got Fraxian versus the War Raiders for the World Tag Team Championships. We got Wesley versus Chad Gable for the Speed Championship. I mean, next week is building up to be like a freaking PLE. Except it's on a random Monday Night Raw. AKA, it's about to be phenomenal. That's a come next week. But finally, ladies and gentlemen, the moment I've been waiting for, and I'm hoping you guys have all been waiting for, the main event of the night. Introducing first, already in the ring, Dominic Mysterio. And up next, the Demon Finn Balor. If you guys have been watching, you guys know the history. You guys know what has been going on. Finn has played mind games, physical games. Dom looking to get some vengeance for both him and the rest of the Judgment Day here tonight. We'll see how things go. Oh, a reminder, I completely missed out on this no-holds-barred match just to make it that much more interesting. You have such a heated rivalry. When you have such an intense, great match, we don't want to stretch things out where they have one match where they have normal, another match where it's normal with someone cheats, so the third time they do. No. Let's jump straight into the heat, man. Dominic Mysterio. Demon Finn Balor. No holds barred match. Main event. There isn't necessarily anything on the line where in the sense of Dominic loses, he leaves WWE or such and so. But it's just a battle between two former brothers, now enemies. Finn Balor has claimed that he hated Dominic from the start. He had to play it cool. He had to play the long game. But eventually he just broke. And he said, nah, I'm sick of you. I'm tired of you. He cost his IC title. He cost Dominic Mysterio his IC title. He cost Carlito his career. And now he's trying to break the Judgment Day apart and show that the Judgment Day was holding him back from being able to thrive. You know, Finn Balor is a one-time world champion, unfortunately. That ended quite quickly. But maybe with this, with the Demon coming back, with him separated from the Judgment Day, maybe a victory here tonight can allow him to start pursuing that once again. On the other hand, for Dom, I think it shows that Finn Balor made the wrong decision if Dirty Dominic Mysterio is able to win. It shows that he deserves another IC title opportunity. So while there's not necessarily something at stake, there's something at stake, if you know what I mean. Is Finn Balor just absolutely penetrating the body of Dirty Dominic Mysterio with a hockey stick and continues to do so. As Dirty Dominic Mysterio was trying to fight back right there, not able to do so. Instead, Finn Balor continues his attack, just absolutely destroying the body of Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And guess what? Nothing the referee can do about it. He's just there to count the 1, 2, 3, or see if there's a submission or someone taps out. Because one rule about this, no rules. And oh my days, Finn Balor lighting up the table
quickly put out by Dominic Mysterio. Not sure if that's how physics work, but Finn Balor wants to play with fire. Dominic Mysterio stopping him from using that table once again. I think Finn Balor wanted to light it up. And now Dirty Dominic Mysterio looking for those tres amigos. That's two. And now looking for the third and final one. Slamming down Finn Balor, showing that just because he took some damage from that hockey stick does not mean that this match is over. Dirty Dominic Mysterio is willing to go to war in order to win this match, in order to beat Finn Balor, but so is Finn Balor as he sends Dirty Dominic Mysterio straight into the steel steps. Now once again resorting to that hockey stick in order to do damage. Unfortunately for him, Dirty Dominic Mysterio able to counter now, absolutely breaking, dislocating the neck of Finn Balor, who's still able to get up now, dropping Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Now Finn Balor's going to look to do some big damage right here. He's going to look for a big pickup. DDT! Absolutely pulverizing the head of Dirty Dominic Mysterio. As Finn Balor now grabs a chair now, slams down the chair, hits Dirty Dominic Mysterio again and again and again. Dirty Dominic Mysterio able to get up, able to counter now, trying to send Finn Balor inside of the ring. However, Finn Balor able to counter. Not only that, able to pick up Dominic Mysterio, now dropping him on the back of his head yet again. So much damage being done to the little brain of Dominic Mysterio. I mean, he thinks his dad's a deadbeat, so it's already little enough. And now, Finn Balor showing no mercy to the head of Dominic Mysterio. Is now still, oh my day, still chair to the body. Finn Balor is not happy with just simple attacks from a hockey stick. He wants to do more damage to Dominic Mysterio. Unfortunately for him, though, it is Dominic Mysterio who is in control at the moment as he climbs the top ropes. He's going to look to fly in a huge crossbody, slamming down the body of the Demon Finn Balor. Is now Dominic Mysterio sending Finn Balor straight into the apron. Dominic Mysterio is now sent inside of the ring. Finn Balor looking to grab now a kendo stick. This man has fully taken advantage of the weapons in this match as he now hits Dominic Mysterio with the kendo stick. Dominic trying to counter, however, Finn knows his move instead. It is Finn Balor who potentially could look to put this match away with a nice DDT finisher. And Dominic Mysterio, stunned out cold, is now going to be met by multiple hits from the kendo stick. Finn Balor wants to continue to do damage onto the body of Dominic Mysterio, who is somehow still getting up, quickly knocked back down by the kendo stick though. This time able to move out of the way. So is Finn Balor able to counter the attack of Dirty Dominic Mysterio. However, Dominic Mysterio out of nowhere pulling out a trick from his bag. He may look for the frog splash potentially to put this match away. Finn Balor able to move out of the way just in time, and instead Finn Balor with a nice little over the head kick, looking like Cristiano Ronaldo, and now bumping him up. DDT of sorts, DDT suplex, I don't even know what you call that. Finn Balor absolutely stunning Dominic Mysterio. He's gonna look for the fourth of the match. He hits it, and now Finn Balor to put Dominic Mysterio away. There it is. Dominic Mysterio was no match for the Demon Finn Balor, who has now put away Carlito, JD McDonough. Now Dominic Mysterio, and has slowly broken cracks within the Judgment Day here tonight. He gets the victory. We'll see what is next for the Demon Finn Balor. But now to end off the night, the OTC is here. Let's go ahead and see what this man has to go ahead and say. Let's hear him out. Look, I'll keep this short and simple. Seth Rollins, both me and CM Punk beat your little hooligans. Therefore, both of us have earned our singles matches against you. So here I am, going first, calling you out.
Bastion Berlin, me and you, one-on-one. I will destroy you. And a nice little message from Roman Reigns, setting up a match for Seth Rollins that he deserves. We'll see when CM Punk calls out Seth, but for now, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you all next time.